For a half-century, the former U.S. Embassy on the Havana waterfront has been a symbol of the frozen ties between Washington and Cuba's communist government. On Wednesday in the White House Rose Garden, President Obama formally announced a thaw.
A year ago, it might have seemed impossible that the United States would once again be raising our flag, the Stars and Stripes, over an embassy in Havana. This is what change looks like.
Critics in the U.S. Congress and some Cuban exiles say resuming ties is a concession to a government that refuses to change. Cuban police continue to round up human rights advocates, and the internet is off limits to most Cubans. President Obama believes engagement will bring liberalization.
Nobody expects Cuba to be transformed overnight, but I believe that American engagement through our embassy, our businesses, and most of all through our people is the best way to advance our interests and support for democracy and human rights.
Historically, many in Latin America have criticized the United States for supporting repressive governments in the region. With the U.S. eager to spread its influence on Cuba, Frank Calzon, director of the Center for a Free Cuba, says President Obama could inadvertently be fomenting an image he's trying to end.
I'm afraid that the president is going to have to get used to see his picture with Raúl Castro in that collection of infamous photographs with Latin American dictators.
Despite the criticism, the changes are going ahead. President Obama plans to send Secretary of State John Kerry to Havana later this month to raise the American flag and reopen the U.S. Embassy. Luis Ramirez, VOA News at the White House.